Barry, bad luck today. I suppose the question is, should we have scored in the first half when we were well on top?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think there's only one answer to that, and that is yes, definitely. I thought for whatever it was, 49 minutes till they scored their goal in the start of the second half, I thought we were the better side. We were organised. Didn't look in massive amounts of trouble. We got some good delivery in the box. Ricky, Jamie. My opinion, and I'll have to look at it, is I think we should have had a penalty. So, yeah, on the balance of the first half, we should have taken our chances, which we have been creating a lot of chances lately, but I'm extremely frustrated at the people in particular officiating the game today.
And then the second half, I mean, they came out and clearly their manager had a few words with them during the break. Right from the off, they looked quite strong and scored a very early goal. Should we have prevented that? Could we have prevented it? Were we a little bit asleep? I don't know, that first goal.
Yeah, I mean, it started from us being offside, I think, and then they've hit a 40-50 yard ball, good run into the channel by their centre forward, and then a bit of communication, and I think we could have dealt with it better. Back heel, good strike from the fella. One of them, but you've still got 40 odd minutes left.
Yeah.
So that's the only real effort they had in the game so far. We got punished for it, considering they're good football inside. Direct ball down the middle, good ball into space. As you say, I wouldn't say direct. Good ball into space, and the lad, struck it well. As for the second goal,
I want to talk about that because there was an air of controversy about the second goal, or should I say the build-up to the second goal.
Well, Parky's clashed heads with Jamie. Parky cut his eye open. He'll be all right with that, but Jamie had a little bit of blood on his hand. I mean, you're talking minimal on his hand. He's dropped the ball in our defensive third, obviously because they had the ball. Wouldn't call Jamie back on until he'd been checked, which is outrageous in my opinion. He's made 5-6 passes. How the linesman hadn't checked him and told Adji, the referee said you've got to wait till the break in play, but it's two players clash heads. It's not been on purpose. They've made it good, but could we have narrowed up and make it harder to score? But we had 10 men, so they punished us for that. And in the end, they dropped behind the ball. They hit us on the break. Ricky's goal, I want to see again whether it's offside or not before I make judgment. But I think what I'm most disappointed, Jim, is the decisions that were made that cost games. It hasn't been the first time that's happened, and we're not the only team that suffers that. So I don't want to get in trouble with the league. So I don't want to say what I really want to say, if I'm honest with you. But players are accountable for their actions straight after games. Whether it's a sending off, you get banned. Whether you play bad and you get dropped from the team, they're accountable straight away. Sadly, officials aren't accountable until the end of the season when they have a tally up of who's done well and who ain't done well. So if it happens to us this week, it'll happen to someone else next week, and I don't think it's good enough. I think they need to look at videos of teams in games, and they need to study what happens in them, because defining moments cost people results.
Yeah, it's a difficult one to take. I mean, I think the problem is at this level, once a team like Oxford City, and they're a good side, definitely they wouldn't be where they were if they won a good side. Very difficult from 2 goals down, however those goals have been scored, and there was controversy around it. Very difficult to get back, isn't it? At this level, I mean, to a certain extent we did a bit of Ricky last Saturday. Playing at this level, it's difficult when you've got a 2-goal gap.
Yeah, it doesn't happen often that one of your players has to go off injured, so you're down to 10, and then the other team go and score. If we'd have clashed heads on the halfway line, we wouldn't have conceded. But we clashed heads on the edge of the box, and he's dropped it to them 15 yards outside the box, and they've made a few passes and scored. That doesn't happen all the time. Sadly, it happened to us today. If it's 1-0, we've got 30 minutes to go still. I wanted to freshen that up front, so I brought young Jake on. No detriment to Ibs and Woody. They've chased hard and worked hard. I wanted their defenders, someone else different to Mark. So I'm extremely frustrated, and I'm gutted for the boys, but at the end of the day, we lost. So we've got to lick our wounds, and we've got to plan for next week against Braintree.
Against Braintree, yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks for your time, Barry. Thanks for your comments. I'm sure supporters will be interested to hear what you thought. And once again, I thought the support was really good today. I applauded them off the pitch at the end.
I think that's a key at any club in any level of football. If your fans are clapping the team off the pitch, then they know they've either been unlucky or they've worked their socks off or they're given what they have. When the team boos you off the pitch, which doesn't happen here, but when you see people streaming out the ground 5 minutes before the end, you know you put in a bad performance. And one thing this year, I don't think one fan has left the ground early that I've seen because they appreciate the boys are grafting. And today was one of those days, a bit like Concord, where we didn't deserve to lose today.
No. Well, thanks very much for your time, Barry, and we look forward to Braintree and hopefully better times next Saturday. Thank you.
Thank you.